talking before, and you've been playing together for a while now, right?
Yeah, I guess 5 or 6 years altogether.
Yeah. Bang's about 2 years old, but we started together about 5 or 6 years ago.
Well, you know, I would consider in the hard rock scene in town, Bang to be on top of the heap. How long has it taken you? I mean, when you started feeling like you were getting the shows you wanted?
I'd say about a year.
About a year. I think the video on MTV, the Basement tapes that we won a while back, and BCN support.
Right.
BCN was definitely the biggest we had to hit on BCN last summer, so that was, I'd say last summer is when we really shot up with the clubs and stuff like that, you know.
What about, you know, when you go out and you play and you got a scene brewing, there's a pretty good heavy metal scene in town, hard rock scene. How do you feel about that?
It's great. I'd like to see even more. I mean, there's a couple of metal nights. I think the advent of the hard rock that's going on now with Bon Jovi and everything is really putting a boost in it too, you know.
But that happened to be, you know, it was already starting before that. Like some people in town, like Jim Bluth, who's been really supportive to hard rock. He's brought it into the city and he's helped young bands come up. And because the young bands are coming up and he's helped, more and more fans are being drawn to it in Boston.
Do you feel you were kind of at the opening of that whole resurgence in Boston?
I wouldn't say quite the beginning of it, actually, but I mean,
right in the heyday, in the thick of it, at least.
When it started getting big, that's when we started coming in. But Bon Jovi just really shot the hard rock thing up, but I'd say we were coming up before he did that, you know.
What are the goals? I could probably say you want to get a record out, you want to get on stage, you like to get on that Centrum stage or something.
Definitely.
Definitely.
How close do you think you're there to getting it?
I think we're pretty close. I think that things should happen. We've been going through the business end of things pretty...
Does that kind of drag you down?
It gets a bit severe, you know. I mean, after a while, you just want to do what you do and get a good staff.
It gets severe? It gets severe.
Yeah. But I think things should happen for us soon, hopefully.
Hopefully by this summer. We have now management in New York, and we have somebody pushing the labels to us, and we're doing another demo tape in New York. And we'll be playing for some labels within the next couple weeks.
You guys, call up all them radio stations. Call up BCN. Call up AAF, FNF, call them all up and request this song. This song's called Fire It Up. Hey. Little sister's running out the door again. Say, watch out, baby, touching a fashion trend. You don't run, you don't care anymore. I said you're just not there. They're taking the chance, she lights it up. Oh, come on, fire it up. Fire it up, child. She's running young and wild. Fire it up. Fire it up, child. I'm running for colors in your hair. You stop the traffic and the people stop being still. You don't run, you don't care anymore. You're just not there.
tuned for more of Boston's best. Operate Bang Party.
Afterwards, yeah, there's always
Can I address?
the token bang party.
In Alston.
You know, after every gig, our house is the kind of house where you don't really have to have inhibitions. You know,
Right.
you just do what you want.
We make the Animal House. We make Animal House look like the Vatican. It's really great.
The house.
So you know,
Yeah.
afterwards we have fun also.
Now you've been drumming and bass playing. How long have you guys been playing together? Just in
A
band?
year and a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've only been playing bass for like a little over a year and a
Really?
half.
Well, did you play anything before that?
I was messing around with guitar before that.
So you knew.
Yeah, but still different.
But he's fresh.
Your friend?
But he's fresh.
Can you bring any words of wisdom for our hard rockers in the audience?
Stick to it.
Yeah, stick to it.
Keep it up.
Sometimes, you know, you can have no money and it seems like, you know, there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but there really is.
You guys have been great down here at Grover's in Beverly. Yes, sir. Come down here and drink your fill, because this is a fine little mill. Yes. It's a little love song called Heart Attack.
We'll be back with Bang when Backstage Pass continues.
No, definitely not. We don't. We consider ourselves just rock and roll, personally. But I guess if you had, categories have to be made so people know sort of where you are. So
We do
I think
cross.
it's a fair
I
assumption.
think at least for me, my singing influences being of like the Paul Rogers people and Lou Gramm from Fargo, Bad Company, a lot of 70s bands. I think what with the crunch of the music and the melodic sensibility of the vocal attack, I think it gives us that crossover.
Right.
I like that. That's I gotta write that down. I write too. That's good, dude.
He's got
A
that
melodic
try to use
attack. How long have you been singing?
Oh, Jesus. I actually started out playing bass in this band years ago.
Well, I mean, you know how singers always say, well, I started singing in the shower, back in...
About 2 years ago, I started singing seriously.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's only been a couple of years.
Yeah, it's been pretty quick.
Did you have any formal training or anything?
Yeah, I worked with a couple of people to get some, technical chops together, because doing the screams and the notes and stuff, you can impair yourself severely.
Severely impaired. Severely, I like that. There's that word again. What about you, Paul? You've been playing guitar
This is the
for...
first time right here.
First time, really?
I'm going to try it tonight, see if it's any good, and I'll continue.
So it's an audition night, huh? New guy?
I've been playing
So
about 15 years, actually, since I was a wee pup. And I went to Berkeley.
What about early bands? Maybe when you picked up the guitar the first time?
Well, when I first picked it up, I was into stuff like Hendrix, and then I really got heavily into blues like Johnny Winter. And then I went to Berkeley and I studied jazz a lot. People like Pat Metheny and Mike Stern, Alan Holdsworth, so those are some of my main influences. And then Eddie Van Halen's been an influence since then,
What about, you get on stage and you're doing an aggressive rock and roll show and you like influences like Metheny. How do you release and maybe get into that area?
Well, actually, I'm starting to develop that more in my end of the writing because I'm into doing more melodic stuff. Like I'm going to have another amp so I can have a real clean tone. And I want to incorporate jazz, but it's not going to be swing bebop, but I'm going to incorporate what I've learned from jazz in a more musical, melodic sense on the guitar as opposed to just bashing it out all the time.
But you're not going to get a sax player and
No,
all that stuff.
I'm too much of a hog for that.
No,
I like
the way we incorporate all this into like the hard rock format, without a synthesizer. If he has a clean head, he can get the stuff,
But no sitars and things like that. For now, just...
No guitar synths either.
No. So where's Bang going?
Crazy.
Crazy? All right.
That, but we just happen to have a few people who have signed this guitar.